Okay, hello everyone. I'm Yuzu Boy, or Takami Zuzu for short. In this video, I'll be playing Prescription Love. This is a pretty sure dating sim. I have never ever in my life played a dating sim before, so this is all new to me. If you like this type of video, please let me know in the comments, as well as like and subscribe. It means a lot to me. And I will continue making more videos like this if you guys enjoy these. Uh, but yeah, like I said, never done dating sims before. This is all new to me. I wanted to try this out because it looked like a good one to start into this journey. So, with all further said, let's begin Prescription Love. Hmm. A sharp, blinding light pierces through my eyelids as I slowly open my eyes. My limbs feel heavy and unresponsive, as if the bed had become part of me. What? I squint, trying to make sense of my surroundings, but everything's a blur. The sterile smell of disinfectant biting at my nose. The rhythmic beeping of machines fill the room like a metronome. I look around disoriented, my vision slowly coming into focus. I'm lying in bed, covered in crisp white sheets, and there's something strapped to my arm. And five line? What's this doing in my arm? As I come to, there's a deep throbbing ache in my head that feels like it's about to split my skull from the inside. Why am I? My thoughts are fragmented, disjointed, like pieces of a puzzle scattered in every direction. My chest tightens as the realization hits me. I can't remember anything. What happened to me? Why can't I remember anything? I close my eyes, hoping for some fragment of memory to return. Think, just think, nothing. My breathing quickens, my hands clutching the sheets in fear. How could I not remember anything? Why is everything blank? Every effort to remember ends with nothing. Just a void where memory should be. I try to sit up, but a sharp pain shoots through my head, and I collapse back into the pillow. My heart pounded in my ears, drowning out the faint beeping of the machines. I feel my anxiety threatening to swallow me whole when suddenly a calm, steady voice cuts through the chaos swirling in my head. Hey, hey, it's okay. His voice was gentle, but there's a firmness to it, pulling me from the brink of panic. I slowly turn my head towards the source of the voice. A tall man sits beside my bed. Oh, he looks very innocent, very cute. He's tall, but there's something intimidating about him. His hair looks a little messy. What? Where? Like he's been here for a while. Take a deep breath. He has been here the entire time? Do you know where you are? I shake my head, slowly feeling tears prick at the corner of my eye. Everything felt unfamiliar, terrifying. The walls were too bright, too sterile. Hey, it's alright, you're in the hospital. Nothing bad's gonna happen to you here. Especially not with me around. The most important thing right now is that you're awake and talking. I take a deep breath, feeling the tightness at my chest start to loosen. His words were meant to comfort, and they did in a way. But they also left me with questions. So many questions that my head felt even heavier than before. Do you remember your name? Oh, right, my name. What was my name again? Oh, my name. Uh, should I put Yuzu or Suzu? I'm gonna put Yuzu. Yuzu. My name is Yuzu. Fantastic. That's a very good start. I should introduce myself. I'm Dr. Anselm. I was in charge of your surgery and have been overseeing your care since you were brought in. Surgery? Had surgery? Hmm. Pardon me. What the heck happened to me? Yes, you were brought in a traumatic brain injury. You were admitted with a skull fracture leading to internal bleeding and swelling of the brain. Emergency surgery was crucial to relieve the pressure on your brain. I stared at him, unable to fully process the magnitude of what he was saying. Brain surgery? I had brain surgery? My stomach twisted at the thought. It was a very delicate procedure, but you came through it well. Since then, I've been monitoring you closely, waiting for you to wake up. You have been unconscious for a little over 2 days. The idea that I've been under his care all this time, that he's been watching over me while I was unconscious, is both strange and oddly comforting. I know there's a lot to take in, but I promise you're in good hands. I could see it in the way he spoke, the careful way he monitored my reactions, as if he was measuring every word to avoid overwhelming me with the initial shock of my situation beginning to settle. A pressing question rises to the forefront of my mind. Do you know what happened to me? Just a, did someone do this to me? For the first time, I saw a flicker of uncertainty in his expression. Hmm. Why do I have the feeling maybe he's in love with me? Like, obviously, yeah, or like maybe we fall in love with him, but like, I don't know. I feel like maybe he's the one that caused it, and he really liked me, so he tried a way to get me in as his patient. Just my theory. I'm afraid I don't have the answers that you were found unconscious and brought in by paramedics. See, that is suspicious. That's very suspicious. From what I can tell, the significant impact suggests a forceful blow, or possibly a fall. Unfortunately, I don't have any more details beyond that. There were no witnesses. Interesting. And what a coincidence. Anselm? The people who found you didn't see what happened. They found you laying unconscious on the floor and called for help. Chill runs down my spine as his words sink in. No witnesses? The blank spaces in my memory suddenly feel much larger and darker. This must be a sick joke. So, no one knows how I ended up like this. I wish I had more information for you. Sometimes with injuries like this, the memory can slow to return, or it may never come back at all. But what's important is that you refocus on your recovery. Hmm. I swallow hard, the knot in my throat tightening. The idea that no one knows what happened, that even I don't know what happened, will I ever get justice? Something deep inside me boils. Frustration, anger, fear. But then I look Dr. But then I look at Dr. Anselm. The joy and concern and kindness in his eyes, and I simply feel safe. That's what he wants. That's what he secretly wants from you. He's been in here. He's been here since the beginning, watching over me, guiding my care. Even though he doesn't have all answers, he's still here, ready to help me. Thank you for everything. I don't know how to even begin to thank you. Oh, look at him. He's blushing because the opportunity did not take me in now. As I put right his cheek, catching me off guard. He waved a hand dismissively, clearly flustered. Oh, he does look cute though, not gonna lie. Oh, don't be silly. You don't owe me anything, Yuzu. I'm just glad I could help. Really, I don't know how to express how grateful I am. You're too kind. Oh. He glanced away for a moment, gathering himself before turning back to me. I'm just doing my job. Watching you recover, that's more than enough for me. Whatever happened, I'm going to do everything I can to help. I'm yawning so much. You threw it. I took a deep breath, feeling a little steadier than before. I could feel the sincerity behind his words, his modesty, almost endearing. The way he said my name, it was a clinic or detached. It made me feel like I was more than just another patient to him. Doctor asked them to take a step back, giving a reassuring nod. I think it's best for you to get some rest now. Your body still needs some time to heal. I managed to grab his attention before he turned away. Wait, can I contact my family? Just to let them know I'm okay? They haven't heard from me in days. I'm sure I must have worried them. A pang of unease hit me. Why hadn't anyone visit me? Oh, well, I'm afraid it's past the hospital's curfew. I can't make any calls at this hour. But don't worry, I'll make sure you get in touch with them first thing in the morning. The thought of waiting until morning feels like an eternity. Are you sure? I know it's hospital rule, but disappointment was heavy in his voice, in my voice. He sighed and gently placed a hand on my head. I know it's hard, but right now the best thing you can do is focus on getting a good night's rest. His hand rested there for a moment longer before he pulled away. Your body has been through a lot, and rest is crucial for your recovery. I promise, as soon as this morning, we'll make those calls. Your family will be the first to know. Okay, I murmured, unsure, but too tired to argue. Just relax now. The severity of my situation still lingers, but there's also a sense of exhaustion settling over me, pulling at my eyelids and making my body feel heavy. Maybe he's right. Maybe rest is exactly what I need right now. Alright, I'll go to bed now. Thank you, Dr. Esam. His eyes twinkled softly. You're welcome. If you need anything, don't hesitate to press the call button. Rest well, we'll talk more in the morning. With that, he turns and quietly leaves the room, closing the door softly behind him. Hmm. I'm left alone with my thoughts and the steady beeping of the heart monitor beside me. I bet that would feel annoying. Do people really sleep like that? I mean, I've only been to the hospital like a couple times to see someone, 'cause you know, I remember there was someone that was close that I would visit, and I don't know, I feel like I'll be annoyed, or like I feel like I wouldn't be able to sleep with the beeping constantly beside me in my ear, 'cause I know that's pretty close to the patient, isn't it? In the hospital. And I heard the hospital food is also very bland. Like there's no how do you say it? Like flavor, or I don't know, like I've heard like great comments about the food being like odd, or like not as good as like homemade or outside food. Like the hospital is like very specific how they make their food, so it's like very different for the patient to taste. I don't know. That's what I heard from. I don't know. I don't think I will be comfortable sleeping in hospitals either. I don't know how people do it, but whatever. The room feels quiet and still, but there's a sense of safety in knowing that help is just a button press away. Close my eyes, trying to focus on my breathing, letting the sounds of the hospital fade into the background. The weight of the day presses down on me, and slowly, as I drift, I hold on to the hope that tomorrow will bring more answers. And finally, the sound of a familiar voice. My sleep was suddenly interrupted, softly that echoed through the room. My eyes floated open, but I was too groggy to fully register the sound. Was that my imagination? I groaned internally. Ugh, I can't be bothered. I shifted in bed, wanted to go back to sleep, letting my eyes close again, eager to sink back into sleep. But then I heard it again. A slow, deliberate creak like someone was gently pushing the door. Still half asleep, I tried to ignore it. To myself, it was nothing. Maybe the nurse was checking in. I reasoned, forcing myself to relax. I squeezed my eyes shut and tried to force myself back to sleep. But that sense was unease starting to creep in. I couldn't shake the feeling that I wasn't alone. Something didn't feel right. With a groggy sigh, I forced my eyes open and gained a glance at the door. That's when I saw them. What is that? A pair of eyes. They were peering at me through the gap of the door. The eyes almost blending into the shadowy gap, but there was no mistaking them. They were watching me. Oh, threaten, call out, do nothing. If I call out, I feel like that's a dumb thing to do in almost an airy, like, horror or suspense movie. Threaten? I don't think they'll threaten you because you're literally in the hospital bed recovering. What are you gonna do? They won't take you seriously and do nothing. Well, shit, we're gonna have a staring contest, I guess. um, I don't know. I feel like calling out would probably be good, but in a scenario like this, I feel like calling out would be stupid as hell. And then the team would just stare at each other. For the sake of it, I think I'm gonna do call out. Hello? No response. They continued to stare unblinking, as if they were studying me, waiting for something. I squinted, tried to focus on the narrow gap of the door. I can't make sense of what's happening. Was someone actually watching me? Am I imagining things? Nope. Then in a moment of clarity, I remembered the cobweb beside my bed. It was right there, within my reach, my lifeline to help. I fumbled for it, trembling hands, my fingers finally finding the button. The instant pressed it, the eyes vanished. One moment they were there, the next they were gone, as if they had never existed. I quickly sat up in bed, staring at the door. The gap was now empty. I listened carefully, and then I heard it. The soft sound of footsteps, light and hurried, moving away down the hall. My pulse quickened, my mind reeling from what had just happened. With seconds after Aston enters the room, I came as fast as I could. As I immediately swept the room, searching for some unseen threat. I could see concern in his expression as he turned to me. Is everything alright? You pressed the call button. Did something happen? Someone was. I saw eyes staring at me, and they just vanished the moment I pressed the button. I watched his eyes scan the room. He walked over the door, glanced into the hallway before turning back to me. Hmm, there doesn't seem to be anyone. You know, sometimes when you're exhausted, we see things that aren't really there. It's not usual, especially when under a lot of stress. I shook my head. No, I'm sure of what I saw. They were right there. I even heard footsteps leaving after I pressed the button. Don't worry, I hope someone checked the security cameras to see if anyone was in the hall. For now, I'm trying to get some rest. I promise nothing bad is going to happen to you. He gave me a reassuring smile before leaving, but I could see the uncertainty in his eyes. Was it maybe him? As the door closed, I lay back down. I glanced at the door, half expecting to see those eyes again. I knew I wouldn't be able to sleep now, not after what I saw. Okay, I need to get water. A lot of talking. Okay. Oh, okay. Alright. Before I knew it, morning had arrived. I must have fallen asleep somehow, despite the restless unease from the night before. I still feel exhausted. A soft glow of sunlight filters into the room. As I blinked against the brightness, I realized that Dr. Anselm was sitting beside me. Good morning, Yuzu. How are you feeling? I'm okay. Even as I said it, a deep weariness tugged at me. I didn't want to worry him. He always seemed so concerned, so invested in my recovery. The last thing I want is to was to add to his burden. About last night, security couldn't find anything from last night's recording. His words hung in the air. What? Those eyes. Had it really been all in my head? Just a figment of my imagination? But I do hope you managed to get some sleep. I hesitated, unsure of how to respond, and sister let go. Uh, I mean, that's kind of creepy. I mean, they cited breathing, so it was a real person. What if it's him? That's why he did it. I feel like it was him, and he just said that there was no footage because he didn't want it to be suspicious. I feel like it was him. Hmm. Oh, I'm running so much. I'm tired, but whatever. Should I insist? I don't want to seem like over exaggerated and insist. Uh, mm, uh, I'm. If I let it go, I feel like it's gonna come back. This is so hard. This is so hard. Okay. Um, I'm gonna go with bruh. Okay, insist. Okay. My breath hitched and anger flared in my chest. Are you serious? I snapped, my voice louder, harsher than I meant. I could feel the frustration boiling over, too intense to hold back. There was someone there, Dr. Anselm. I was imagining it. I could feel them watching me. And you're telling me there's no proof? How am I supposed to know? How am I supposed to sleep knowing that that creep is still in this building? Dr. Anselm looked sad, like Martian wanted him somehow. He opened his mouth to say something, but no words came out for a moment, and the silence between us grew thick with tension. I'll talk to them again later. His voice softer now as though my anger had deflated him. I promise I'll dig deeper into this. I don't want you feeling unsafe. He paused, a quiet sadness in his eyes that I couldn't fully understand. You're right. I'll make sure they take a closer look. Trying to focus on something else, I reminded him. About the call you promised last night to my family? Of course, I remember. I promised, and I always keep my promises. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a hospital phone, handing it over to you. Here you go, let's get that call made. I eagerly take the phone. I dial the familiar numbers and press the phone to my ear. The phone rings once, then twice, and it keeps ringing. I wait holding my breath, but no one answers. Just the persistent sound of the ringtone, and then finally,
Hello, no one is
the
available to take
voicemail.
your call. Please leave a
Wow.
message after the tone.
Seriously? I feel a sinking feeling in my gut as the call goes to the answering machine. I lower the phone. I can't hide the disappointment on my face. I even tried to mask it. No one answered. The grandson places a comforting hand on my shoulder, grounding me in the present. His touch was warm, comforting. I looked up, and his expression mirrored the sadness I felt. I'm sorry. I know how much you wanted to speak with them. Maybe they're busy is all. Don't worry. I sighed, trying to push down the disappointment. Yeah, you're right. I tried to sound convincing, but the emptiness lingered. Dr. Esau gently took the phone from me, his fingers brushing against mine. I know it was not the news you were hoping for, but I was thinking that might cheer you up. Before I could respond, he stood up, the shift in his energy catching me off guard. With that, he steps out into the room for a moment. Something for me? Whatever he had planned, I hoped it would take my mind off everything, even if it was just for a little while. He returns carrying a tray of delicious aroma, wafting through the air. Ta-da! Is it in front of you? Oh my god! That's actually really cute. What? I look down at the plate, eggs and bacon arranged into a smiley face. My eyes wide in surprise, a small smile tugging at my lips. I can't help but smile back at it. Aw, this is adorable. It's like my breakfast is cheering me on. Dr. Sam chuckles, looking quite pleased with himself. Eggs and bacon are good for the soul. Oh my god, he's blushing again. But the smiley face? That's for the spirit. Dr. Sam watches me close as I picked up my fork, his eyes gleaming with quiet anticipation. I set up my fork to my mouth and noticed a smooth coating sauce pulling at the bottom of the pan, hitting beneath the food. Feeling a treat, I scoop a bit of it with my next bite. The moment it hits my tongue, the flavor deepens. Oh my god. Rich, creamy, and hollandaise sauce with a hint of tang that perfectly balances the savory bacon and eggs. The sauce elevates the meal in a way I had expected. This is amazing. I'm almost at disbelief at how delicious this simple meal was. I take it the smiley face is working its magic? Definitely. But the taste? That's what really is winning me over. The hollandaise sauce adds this smooth, almost buttery richness. What is the hollandaise sauce? What? I have never heard of that sauce. There's a big grin on Dr. Ensom's face. He's clearly pleased with my reaction. I thought the sauce might be a nice surprise, as a little something extra to bring it all together. You weren't kidding. I took another bite, savoring the way the creamy sauce cuts through the richness of the bacon. You could serve this at a restaurant. I've never had breakfast like this in a hospital before. Yeah, like I said earlier. Well, just wanted to make sure your first meal felt special. I paused to at the plate again, then back at him. Wait, did you make this? Mm-hmm. He nods, looking a little embarrassed. A soft blush keeps on to his cheeks as he looks down at the floor for a moment before meeting your eyes. Yes, I did. I know hospital food exactly known for being, well, gourmet. I didn't want your first meal to be just survival food. A smile as it clears his embarrassment, noticing the way he fidgets slightly, like he's not used to this kind of attention. Well, you really outdid yourself. Oh my god. Thank you, Dr. Anselm. I really appreciate how much you do to make me feel comfortable despite everything. It's like you always know how to make things better. I watched him flush at the compliment. Oh my god. This time he seemed almost bashfully proud, a mix of shyness and happiness sparkling in his eyes. Well, I'm really glad to hear that. I'll always make sure you're as comfortable as possible while you're here. Hearing that it's helping, that it makes a difference. It means a lot to me. So really, thank you for saying that. His genuine happiness really shone through. It was clear that my compliment had brightened his day in a way that went beyond more politeness. As I'm about to finish the last bite of breakfast, my eyes shift to the cup of coffee sitting quietly on the tray. I didn't notice it the whole time I was enjoying my breakfast, blank, steamy, and inviting. I reached for the cup, taking a tentative sip. Oh, I instantly paused. It's rich, smooth, with just a hint of bitterness. Why is it all gray? It's not just good. It tastes exactly like the coffee I make. Not close, not similar. Exactly. Oh. What I tell you, he was stalking us. He caused the accident for our brain, and now he's taking care of us because it's the only way he can comfort us and have his attention. He's what are they called? He's what's it called with the Y with the Y? Yandere. They have the Yandere. He's a Yandere. He stalked us. He did everything just to have this moment for us. Wait, this tastes exactly like the coffee I make every morning. How's that even possible? I know. Oh my god. Oh my god. His voice barely above a whisper. So quiet that I almost wonder if I imagined it. He's standing there, his usual calm demeanor in place. But there's something different in the way he watches me. What was that? The words slipping out before I can stop them. He just smiles, a warm, casual smile, like nothing is out of the ordinary. Oh, really? I narrowed my eyes, still processing the shock. No one ever gets it right the first time. Not the exact strength or balance of flavors. I took another slow sip, almost searching for a flaw. But there isn't one. This is spot on. Maybe I'm just good at reading people. His tone, like he's just making conversation. But his words send a shiver down my spine. Though I can't quite pinpoint why. Either that or you got some kind of sixth sense. It's kind of uncanny. I shake my head, trying to clear my thoughts. Am I overthinking this? I mean, it is just coffee. There's no need to make a big deal out of it. He's made me breakfast, not to mention been nothing but kind to me. Why am I doubting him? It's just a harmless coincidence, it has to be. It is not a coincidence. It is not a coincidence. This, he He stalked us before anything could happen to us in the hospital. He knew our name, he knew our location, he knew what we like, what we dislike. He knows it all. Maybe that's why he put that sauce under that breakfast because he knows that's our favorite sauce or whatever. Ugh. He chuckles, the sound light and breezy. Let's call it a lucky guess. Ugh. Oh my god, I swear. Why am I yawning so much? You just strike me as someone who enjoys strong coffee, but I'm glad I could make something right for you. His words are genuine. I suddenly feel guilty for letting my mind wander like that. He's been so considerate. Maybe I'm reading too much into things. I take another sip of coffee, feeling the warmth spread through me. There's no way he meant anything strange by it. I think to myself, relaxing a bit. He's just trying to make his stay a little more bearable. Going above and beyond because he cares. I shouldn't doubt him. He's done nothing but try to help. As I let the cup down, I glance back at Dr. Anselm, who's watching with that same gentle smile. The warmth of the coffee lingers on my tongue, and the unsettling thought of fade into the background. I want coffee now. I really want coffee now. I love coffee. If you made it this part to the video, comment down below your favorite coffee, or how should I say, yeah, your favorite coffee, or where you get your coffee from. Let me know if you made it this far in the video. Thanks, Dr. Anselm. It does make a difference. You're very welcome, Yuzu. As he glances at his watch, his expression shifts ever so slightly. You should probably get some rest now. He says as though he's reminding me of something important. You've had a long morning, it's very important. It's important you don't over exert yourself. I'm fine. Ah, ah, oh my god, I'm gonna have to sleep after this. Dr. Anselm smiles, but there's a firmness in his gaze that makes it clear he's not going to entertain any argument. I know you're strong, but you still need time to heal. Pushing yourself won't help. He steps closer, his hand tightly brushing the edge of the blanket as he adjusts it over my leg. There's a tenderness in the gesture, something careful and deliberate. You need to take it easy. An unexpected wave of fatigue hits me, leaving me more tired than I anticipated. Whoa, am I experiencing the effect of of a food coma? I sigh, feeling the pull of drowniness become harder to resist. As if sensing my thoughts, he offers me a reassuring smile. I'll be back to check on you later. Alright. That was a real yawn. With that, he quietly leaves the room, closing the door gently behind him. I'm probably having a food coma. Dr. Ansem did say I need lots of rest. Or maybe he put sleeping pills on our food or on our coffee so we can fall asleep. I close my eyes and nose my face against the pillow. Time slips by. I'm finally awake from my peaceful nap. I rub my eyes, trying to shake off the drowsiness. Something catches my attention. It's the damn eyes again. The door to my room is slightly ajar. Why is the door left open like that? Was it? No, I'm sure Dr. Asum closed the door before he left. Was somebody watching me sleep? The sight of the partially open door leaves me feeling on edge. I feel vulnerable, exposed. I sit up, my heart thudding in my chest, trying to rationalize the situation. Maybe it's nothing, maybe? Suddenly the door creeps open wider. A figure steps into the room. Dr. Ansel? Knock knock. Smiling warmly, holding a clipboard in one hand and a small tray with medication in the other. I'm here for your checkup and your medication. He knows the fear etched on my face. You look terrified. What's wrong? With my heart still racing, I explained quickly. I was taking a nap when I woke up. The door to my room slightly opened. It reminded me of when I saw that last night. His face changes slightly to one of guilt. His gaze drops to the floor. I'm so sorry, Yuzu. I came here earlier to clear away the tray and utensils from your breakfast. I saw you were sleeping, so I tried to leave quietly to not disturb your sleep. I must not have shut the door tightly. I'm really sorry, that must have been so frightening for you. I quickly realize he's right. The breakfast tray is gone. I didn't even notice it in my initial panic. I sense embarrassment creeps in as I realize I may have overreacted. No, I'm sorry, Dr. Anselm. I think last night felt left me feeling a little paranoid is all. He shakes his head. No need to apologize. It's completely understandable to feel uneasy. I should have been more careful. Your comfort and peace of mind are very important. I'm sorry for disturbing that. Thank you, Dr. Anselm. I guess I just need some time to adjust. Of course. He moves close. Oh, check my vitals. Let's get your checkup done, shall we? I promise I'll make sure to close the door properly next time. He places the tray medication on a small table next to me. My eyes fall on the pills. So many pills. What are these for? He lifts the small plastic cup and shakes it slightly, making the peasant's head rattle softly. Oh, these? They're painkillers and antibiotics. Given your injury, it's expected that you'll still experience headaches and occasional bouts of pain. The painkillers will help you recover comfortably while you're here. He pauses for a moment before adding, leaning back slightly as if considering the best way to explain. Now these? He holds up a larger white and red pill between his finger. Are a bit stronger. A narcotic analgesic. It's a potent painkiller used for intense pain. So don't be alarmed if you find yourself feeling more sleepy than usual. He points out the antibiotic, ensuring you're following along. But it continues. Since I had to perform surgery on you, there's always a risk of infection. I wouldn't want that happening to you. These will minimize the risk, ensuring your recovery stays on track. I see. I feel more at ease with the explanation. Thank you for taking the time to explain it to me. Of course. It's important for you to understand your treatment. If you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to ask. Your recovery is my top priority. Speaking of recovery, questions still heavily on my chest. How long do you think I'll take to make full recovery? I let out a gentle sigh before responding. Well, honestly, it's hard for me to say for sure. We can't push or predict exactly how long it'll take. Some people heal faster than others, but when it comes to the brain, vision is key. It could take weeks or even months. Seeing the concern on my face, he quickly adds with a soft smile. I know it's not easy to hear. With injuries, especially ones like yours, we have to be patient. I need to ensure you can go back to your daily life safely when you're ready to leave. I notice a hint of sadness of his eyes when he mentions the possibility of me leaving. It's a fleeting expression, but I caught it. Then just as quickly, he brushes it off, his professional demeanor returning, offering the same reassuring smile, though it seems a bit forced this time. As always, recovery is most important right now, no matter how long it takes. I can't shake the feeling that there's more behind his words. Still, I decide not to press further. Dr. Hassan quickly changes the subject. Let's get you settled in with some dinner, shall we? He steps over to a small cart, lifting a bowl of the lid. Sit in front of me, and he lifts the cover to reveal a bowl of plain porridge. Compared to the delicious breakfast he made earlier, the porridge looked a bit bland. Yeah, like hospital food. I can't help but feel a twinge of disappointment. It looks like your reaction. I'm sorry, it's not quite the same as breakfast, is it? I can't always be spoiling you. Wow. I need a man who can spoil me. I'm just playing. Porridge is good for you. It's gentle on the stomach and easy to digest. I understand the need for a simple meal even though it's not as appetizing. It gives me an encouraging smile as I pick up the spoon. Who knows, maybe I'll surprise you with another special breakfast soon. I can't help but smile back. I'll hold on you to that. The taste may be bland, but the warmth and care behind makes it a comforting meal. After finishing the porridge, I start to feel the heaviness of drowsiness creeping in. It must be the medication kicking in. I struggle to keep my eyes lid open. Dr. Ansam, always observant, notices my struggle to stay awake. But let me take this away from you so you can get a good night's rest. He moves quietly, carefully gathering up the dishing tray. Okay, but you'll be back in the morning, right? Why, of course. I'll be here in the morning to check on you. Sweet dreams, Yuzu. Alright, good night. That one time it was with a yawn. I don't feel like yawning. As the room dims, I hear him softly shutting the door behind him. A simple assurance that the room is secure and safe. With the door closed, I finally allowed myself to fall asleep. Water, please. Oh no, I'm out of water. I don't, I don't have, I don't have water. Looks like I'm gonna have to be dry-throated for the rest of the video. The world around me fades. When my eyes open again, I'm not in my room. What? I'm standing in a narrow alleyway. The air is thick, hazy, making it hard to see much of anything. I start walking, my footsteps barely making a sound in the eerie quiet. Something about this place feels familiar, almost like I've been here before, but I can't quite put my finger on it. The more I move, the more of the sensation gnaws at me, tongue at something deep in my mind. Then it clicks. I'm dreaming. The realization brings a strange comfort, but also a deeper confusion. This does not sound like walking. This sounds more like what's it called? Tap dancing. Let's stop now. Why does this place seem so familiar? I keep walking, looking for an exit, but the alley stretches endlessly before me. No doors, no windows, no one else in sight. Suddenly I hear extra footsteps echoing behind me. I'm not alone. My heart skips a beat, just as I'm about to turn around. My eyes snap open and I wake up. Oh, hi. I'm immediately greeted by the sight of Dr. Asam's face inches away from mine. Oh, you see, it's 'cause Dr. Asam has a crush on little baby Yuzu, you know. Yeah, he's just into me, you know. Hi. 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 I'm immediately greeted by the. Okay, yeah. Oh. We both yell at the same time, startled. He does back so fast, he knocks over the tray beside my bed. His eyes are wide with shock. He looks as frustrated as I feel. My heart still pounding in my chest, not just from the dream, but from having him this close to my face. I open my mouth, but no words come out, feeling shy under his gaze. My words feel heavy and misplaced, as if they'd only make this moment more awkward. Sorry, he stammers, quickly standing upright. I didn't mean to scare you. I watch his hand fidget nervously. I was just checking your vitals and you look so peaceful and it's okay. And my butt cheeks warm. Suddenly, I'm unable to look directly at him. The room feels suddenly too small. There's a lot of silence before he quickly recovers. So, how was your sleep? It was weird actually. I had this dream about an alleyway. Something flickers across his face. A slight shift in his expression, like he's suddenly paying extra attention. An alleyway? What happened? I shrugged, still feeling a bit off from the dream. I was just walking, and then I heard footsteps behind me, like someone was following me. But I woke up before I could turn around. He listens carefully, eyes focused on me like he's considering something. There was a moment where I think he might ask more, but he doesn't. He gives a small chuckle. It does sound like a strange dream, but dreams are usually made up of random thoughts and feelings all mixed together. Actually, I've heard dreams, if you dream people you have never seen before, it's because no wait. No. I no, it's this dreams. You have dreams, and the faces you see in your dreams are people you've seen in real life already before. So, like maybe you saw like a random person at like at a train station, and I guess that person was still in your head, and then when you wake up, not when you wake up, when you fall asleep and dream, you see the person in your dream because you remember their face and how they looked. That's what I heard from. So I don't know, but dreams, um, what's it called? Yeah, but dreams also usually have meanings behind them, as I've also heard about too. So, um, yeah, um, my chair. It's I never talked so much in a video like this before. It's taking my breath away, and I feel like my voice is losing. Anyway, let's continue. I also have no water too, which I should probably get more, but I feel too lazy to get up. Okay, I wouldn't worry too much about it. I released a breath I didn't realize I was holding. Yeah, you're right. Thanks for that, Dr. Ersel. Of course. He, oops, he gestured to a small tray on the bedside table. Anyway, I brought you breakfast. I hope you're hungry. That's salmon? I know, this looks like rice. Hmm, that's interesting. That, though some of it has spilled onto the tray. His eyes wet in horror as he noticed the mess. Oh no, I didn't realize. I'm so sorry. I can bring you a fresh one. It won't take long. Before he could leave, I reach out, my hand gently stopping him. No, it's fine, really. I want to eat it. It looks delicious. I pick up the spoon and take a bite. The buttery taste of the salmon immediately fills my mouth, and I smile at him. See, it's perfect. I see my words muffled slightly by the food. His face softens, the guilt fading from his face. He watches me for a moment. There's something tender in his gaze that makes my chest warm. I'm glad you're enjoying it, even if it's not exactly how I planned. After savoring the final spoonful of breakfast, I wipe my mouth and glance at Dr. Anselm, who is busy tidying up the tray. Hey, Dr. Anselm? Hmm. Calling family would be a good idea, but going on a walk is also kind of healthy. I mean, ah, ah, damn it! I thought I stopped playing. Okay, short walk. I think what happened, more love with him is what I think will happen. Calling my family would just be a waste of time. I should be smart with this and really think about it. But god damn it, I'm gonna go for a walk. I just need a change of scenery. Stretch my legs a bit. Oh, did I do the wrong choice? He immediately stops what he's doing and turns to me. I'm afraid you can't do that yet. You're still not fit enough to exert yourself. I furrow my brow slightly. Not even walking? I asked, trying to push a little, thinking it wouldn't be much effort. His stance doesn't soften. If anything, he's just more resolute, even walking. The finality in his tone makes it clear that he's not budging on this. Just outside my room? Absolutely not. Oh, there's a hardness and expression that catches me off guard. For a brief moment, I feel a small flicker of fear, but just as quickly as it came to me, the intensity melts away and his usual gentle demeanor returns. What the fuck is going on? But just as quickly it came back? The intensity melts away. Oh, I went back by accident. Oh, okay. It's for your own good. Even though the short walk could set you back, I need to make sure. Oh my god, wait. Wait. Okay, wait. I have a theory. We're not in a hospital. We're in his house, and he has us in the basement or somewhere in his house that makes it seem like we're in a hospital, but it's his house. And we're just been locked in the room. That's why he's able to make this breakfast and all this stuff because I don't think hospitals have kitchens like for a doctor to go in and cook. And I don't think, I mean, it'll be logic that he makes his breakfast at home. It comes into the what's it called? Hospital with the breakfast he made for us and giving it to us there. But if he was willing to make it again fresh at the hospital, the salmon and rice, I don't think that's I don't know, I might be wrong. I might just be delusional. But I'm pretty sure doctors and nurses aren't allowed in the kitchen of the hospital unless you're picking up, the food. So I think we're in his house and the room is designed to be like a hospital room. Watch me be right. His explanation is calm, but the memory of that sudden shift lingers. Still, I nod, reminding myself that the doctor knows best for me. Very good. The firmness in his voice now replaced with a tone of approval. I sink back into the bed, exhaling softly, but I'm suddenly overwhelmed by the sense of sleepiness. And we're always tired. Like, we're always tired. Like, that's. I get it, the pills, but overly doing it, that we're always tired, I would say, it's a bad sign. Because we've been sleeping a lot. Like, a lot. During the day and at night. Like, by now, we should be, sleepiness should be gone, but constantly? I mean, I guess we did do brain surgery, I guess. Wait, did I take a medication? Thought it was in the food. It's in the food. It's in the damn food. He he drugs us to sleep. The thought floats in lazily in my mind, feeling distant and hard to grasp. I try to focus on Dr. and sound, but his figure starts to blur. My vision slowly fading at the edges, and the room seems to spin. Before I can form a correct question, I feel the warmth of his hand gently pull the blanket up over me, taking me in with a gentle care, but it all feels distant. I want to speak, but my body feels heavy and my thoughts scatter. I pull into sleep before I even realize it's happening. I gasp awake, my breath catching as I sit up. I blink, trying to gather my bearings, my head foggy like I'm still caught in a dream. I sit up slowly, the weight of fatigue still pressing down on me like a heavy blanket. How long was I asleep for? Oh, good evening, Yuzu. I look up startled. It's Dr. Anselm. I rub my eyes, trying to shake off the grogginess. Evening? My voice scratchy, trying to shake the fog from my mind. How long was I asleep for? Only a few hours. You need that rest. How are you feeling? I paused, trying to assess myself. Groggy, really groggy. I admit, the word slow to form. Why do I feel so tired? I asked, my voice a little sharper than I intended. I mean, after breakfast I was exhausted. He doesn't flinch or seem surprised by the question. Instead, he pulls up a chair and sits beside me. The same steady patience in his expression that he always has. Fatigue is one of the most challenging symptoms after brain surgery injury. The brain has to work much harder to compensate for the damage, even for the smallest task. It can drain your energy faster than you realize. His expression is so calm, so reasonable that I find myself nodding almost automatically. I mean, it does make sense. Of course, it makes sense. But why do I still feel unsettled? It's not unusual to feel exhausted from out of nowhere in your circumstances. Your brain is basically working overtime as you recover. It's important to listen to it, to give yourself that rest when you need it. I'm nodding, but something inside me is stirring. Something uneasy. My gut tells me there's more. Something he's not saying. But his eyes, warm and kind, don't falter. He pauses briefly, giving the small cup of pills in his hand a gentle shake. Here we go. It's time for medication. I'll be right back. Let's accept the medication. I take it from him. The pills rolling slightly in the plastic as I tilt the cup in my hand. These will help. You've been pushing yourself. Body needs the support. I'm now lifting the cup to my lips. The pills go down easily with a sip of water. The taste familiar, leaving a slight bitterness on my tongue like always. I feel a little more at ease as the fog in my mind starts to clear, if only slightly. Good. Don't worry. I will take care of you. You'll start to feel better soon. There's something always so reassuring about him. He's quiet, patient. He's quite patient. The way he never seems frustrated, even when I ask the same questions over and over. It's like he understands without needing to me explain. Thank you, I say softly, sinking back into the bed, the sheets cool against my skin. My eyes are still heavy, but I'm less tense now, more at ease. His presence always seems to have that effect on me. Dr. Anselm stays seated beside me for a moment longer. Then he stands slowly as if I'm not wanting to disturb the calm that settled over the room. If you need anything, just press the call button. I'll always be here. The door closes softly behind him. The room feels quieter, but in a peaceful way. Like all the tension has been drained away. I pull the blanket up around me, feeling safe, cared for, and finally ready to rest. Dr. Hansom's words linger in my mind as I close my eyes. I'll always be here for you. With that thought, I let go the last of my worries and let sleep take over. Trusting that when I wake, I'll still be in good hands. That's it? That's really it? Well, that's... Hmm. maybe it's just not the full game. 'Cause I'm pretty sure this is a demo, I think. Hmm. Well, well, I was expecting more of a either crazy doctor who was after me the whole time, stalked me, wanted me to be his patient, or I was also expecting a nice, friendly doctor who would fall in love with his patient. The patient loves the doctor, and they fall in love together and they become happily ever after. But I guess we'll never find out unless I get the full game, maybe? Whatever. Well, that's the video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe. Like I said, it'll mean a lot to me, and I would love even the slightest bit of support I get. It means a lot to me. So please consider subscribing because I love doing this, and I would love to continue to do this a lot more. But yeah, that's the end of the video. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone.